Um, I am resident of Collinwood for YouTube. Jules Sains, that is my buddy Patrick McCray. That is my buddy Alan Gallant, and that is my buddy Gordon Dymowski. We are here to review Dr. Detroit. Uh, oh my gosh. So, guys, when did you first see this movie, Alan?
I think I saw it at the Trenton Drive-In, which is a town not too far from Bangor, Maine. Back in when it was new, I think they got it fairly soon thereafter it was released. I had mentioned earlier, of course, that I thought it was one of the great. It would make a great all-time drive-in movie because it's fun and it runs and it just goes. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but I love it. Love it. So, yeah, 83, 84, somewhere around there.
So, Gordon.
Probably high school, Brighton Theater, which was a second-run theater. So it's like a drive-in without the cars, basically. Movie might play in major theaters for a while, then you do your second runs, and then if you were lucky, you'd see it on TV.
Yeah, Patrick.
Showcase Cinemas, one of the big bold movie chains of the era in the 70s and 80s, and Sumner Redstone's theater. Opening day, 1983.
Nice.
Cool movie.
Nice.
You were an opening day kind of guy more than I was. I saw select movies opening day, but because you were pretty closely associated with movie houses anyway.
Yeah, so. I mean, I consider opening day to be the first 2 days. Right Saturday.
Close enough. Of
course, now they open Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, what a movie week has really changed.
It has. You're right.
There's only 3 movies I could say I saw opening day. That was it. But for this movie, I actually watched this movie while I was doing the dishes because I can multitask. This movie was
a lot of dishes, man.
It was too. I had a lot to do today. But this movie's hilarious. I mean, Dan Aykroyd, the opening scene alone is a hoot. I mean, like Gordon was talking about earlier before we started. You can tell this movie was made in the 80s. You can tell it's an 80s
totally.
Movie.
Yeah, it's perfectly 80s.
I mean, the look, the sound of it.
But it is the 80s, but without all of the cliches that we associate with being inherently bad. Normally, when the 80s are cited, it's greed. It's going to be some yuppie character and all of that. In this case, it's the far nerdier side of the 80s.
Yes,
and I like that about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a definite reluctant hero he's immediately referred to as a geek, but not like in a derision, derision kind of way. Like the girls think he's cute and everything. He's just kind of weird and quirky.
He's not a Tyrone Power geek.
No. He's not a Brother Power geek either. But
and the guy who is playing the pimp in this movie, who's blew all the money, he's looking for a fall guy, which is going to be Dan Aykroyd's character, who's going to be Dr. Detroit.
Right.
Well, and the guy who's the pimp, Smooth Walker, is also a doctor, Dr. Johnny Fever.
Johnny Fever, right? Howard Hess.
WKRP.
Yep. And he's fresh off of WKRP as well at this point in time, establishing himself in other roles, including one of Ann Romano's many boyfriends on One Day at a Time.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And that was after WKRP.
I think it might have been even, I'm not sure if it was after or just before. because I can't remember how long that show ran.
I think they were contemporaneous for a while.
They may have been.
Bonnie Franklin,
Bonnie
for non-erotic reasons, appeared in my dreams so often one summer, she demanded an appearance fee eventually.
Yes. Yeah. The standard $350, I believe it is.
Keep your fan fiction out of this podcast, Patrick. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Hessman. Hessman ended up having a pretty darn good career of his own. But
he did fine.
This was a fun film. This film doesn't happen without him, his character. It just doesn't happen without his character, and
Like
it doesn't.
ambassador.
It doesn't. I mean, he makes sense out of this craziness too. It's like we're going to do what we're going to do. Okay, fine. I'm totally committed to this. Okay, no problem. And he makes it work. He makes it work during that whole period of time. And that whole scene with the what is it, like a dozen limos that like surround his limo, escort him. It's just like it's insane.
One of the most bizarre villains. I mean, Mom is the most purely Dan Aykroyd vision.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. But he didn't. Did Aykroyd write any of this movie at all?
No, he didn't. I was surprised to find out he didn't.
Author of Jaws.
Yeah.
Carl Gottlieb.
Yes.
Comedian.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Late of the Ken Berry Wow Show.
But you're right. Yeah, Mom is an Aykroydian vision, and actually, at this point in his career, he could play Mom.
Oh my God,
he could do it and pull it off.
That would be so good to do a remake of this, or not a remake, but a sequel.
Yes.
A late sequel with him in dual roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Wrath of Mom.
The Wrath of Mom, finally.
Yeah.
You mean they did?
All I can say is I've played a lot of moms, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, police aren't at the door. Okay, we're okay.
Oh, gosh. So here's a question for you guys. How many movies had Dan Aykroyd been in before this movie?
Well, Blues Brothers and Neighbors for sure, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
No.
Happens a year later.
Oh yeah, you're
happens
right.
A year later. Yeah.
I think that was it. He was supposed to be in Animal House.
Yes.
But he's no Bruce Davidson.
No.
He's no Bruce McGill, that's for sure.
Was it Bruce
He's
McGill?
he's not even Tim Matheson.
He's not even Tim Matheson. Tim Matheson's a schmuck.
Yeah.
Really
Bruce.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Bruce McGill.
He was Johnny Quest. He's part of my childhood.
He took over National Lampoon and basically killed it.
Oh God.
He super sanitized it. He bought it last year or two.
Oh Lord.
Super sanitized it. Took out all the nudity, all the photo funnies, all of that.
Yeah.
Really? This is what you want to go down with your career as?
Yeah.
Tim? No.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Here's a question for you guys about this movie. What with this movie here, where was it filmed?
Chicago and Evanston.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there was some Sweet Home Chicago in there. Absolutely.
Nice.
There's plenty of Sweet Home Chicago.
Yeah.
And including a then topical reference.
Which was?
The woman mayor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because Jane Byrne had been elected in 80, just a few years before the movie was made.
That's right. That's right.
Wait, why did this not get a sequel?
I don't think it was intended.
Yeah, it did fine. I mean, one of the things about this movie I really like is that it has so many things that are now dead in the medium. It's a comedy. I don't make comedies anymore. It's a low budget movie that nevertheless had high budget expectations, and it was one of the major early summer releases.
Mm-hmm.
The same year that Return of the Jedi came out. It it involves sex in a playful way.
Mhm.
Sex workers in a playful way.
Which there's another carryover to Trading Places. I was telling them earlier that
Yeah.
Aykroyd's character is like it carries over into Trading Places.
That's
The
the
straight
same
laced
year
guy.
as that.
Yeah. No, I think Trading
No,
Places was a
Trading-
year later, or
No,
maybe it was started 6 months later. I don't know.
It was 83 because it was a
Yep.
midsummer release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are some um, aesthetic carryovers for sure.
It's funny though, it's a tribute to John Landis because Trading Places is such a more confident movie.
Yeah. Sure.
It is
Yeah.
a really this is
Mhm.
a movie that you sort of get away with when the Directors Guild isn't looking. You know, you just kind of you sort of throw it together, and it has this very improvised feel, which is of course perfect because Doctor Detroit's an improvised character.
Well, I mean, Landis got Don Amici to drop an F-bomb in this movie, and he didn't want to do it. He did not want to do it. And he got him to drop an F-bomb at the end of the movie.
Yeah, Joe, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
You and I watched the same movie. Did we see Don Amici drop an F-bomb at the end of
He's
Dr.
talking about
Detroit?
Trading Places. He's talking about
Trading Places.
Trading Places. They're
No,
talking
not
about.
this movie.
Not this movie.
Trading
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this one, Donna
Okay,
Dixon.
because I'm like, why are we talking about Don Amici dropping F-bombs?
Why not?
Yeah.
From it's from Donna Dixon to Don Amici.
That's right.
We're gonna go in Patrick's class and drop F-bombs on his students.
I'm sure they've heard it all
Patrick,
before. The theater
Patrick,
kids.
I have a suggestion for a movie you can show your students.
Okay.
Roman Polanski's Macbeth.
Oh, I'm sure that would. Well, that was shown in high schools for years.
Mm-hmm. I saw
Yeah.
it. So
A Playboy production.
Yes.
show them, and now for something completely different. That way, at the very least, you'll get their parents upset. They'll go, "How can you show our kids this?" It's like, hey, I can't help it if your kids have no taste.
Right.
There you
Oh,
go.
and by the way, everyone watching, I have a master's in education, counseling psychology. Just putting that out there.
Oh Jesus!
So it's hopeless nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, this movie is wall to wall funny. I love the junkyard in this movie. It looks so
it's
cool,
perfect.
It's a good job.
right?
Yeah.
Full of all the right tools that work at all the right times
Mm-hmm.
because of comic and cosmic inevitability. It has to.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Aykroyd, the guy playing Dan Aykroyd's dad, is funny in this movie too. He's like worried about the money.
That guy is important. He his name is George Firth. He was
Yes.
also a playwright. He's one of the many Johnsons hanging out in Blazing Saddles. Howard Johnson is right. He may be Howard Johnson, in fact. I don't know. If he's
No,
nice-
that's I think John Hillerman.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's one of the many swinging Johnsons in the film.
Yes.
And then, though, earlier than that, he basically helped invent the modern musical because he wrote the book to a show called Company,
Right.
with music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, that has a Dark Shadows connection because Donna McKechnie
Technique has started.
left Dark Shadows to go do Company. And she had a largely non-singing part. She had one song, it's dynamite, called Barcelona. It was very good. And mostly did dance
Right.
in the film,
Because
but
that's what she
really,
does.
really, really great. A dance against an instrumental written by not Stephen Sondheim, but David Shire, who wrote the music to 2010's Odyssey 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice.
Crazy constellation.
Yeah. Yeah. Aykroyd's dad in this, he's also was a character actor of long standing. He was television, film, everything. He was very, very successful on that level of his career as well.
And a great actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel, you really zeroed in on one of the best in the
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah. TK Carter in this movie beating.
Okay, what happened to TK Carter? Why was he this thing in the mid '80s, and then because I really liked him, I like TK Carter and everything I've seen him do.
Yeah, yeah,
The Thing, he's fantastic.
right, right.
Turns up the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TK in films, he is mostly known for his many comedic performances, such as Street Smart, Chester, and Seems Like Old Times, and the
Yeah.
karaoke.
I think I just looked at his his Wikipedia page as well. I think he transitioned into more smaller television roles.
Yeah.
Job security.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was very good in this. He drives a lot of the scenes in this too, and helps the scenes cohere. So
yeah, this movie was distributed by Universal. Release date May 6, 1983. Running time 89 minutes.
Yep.
Budget $8 million. Its box office was $10 million. Call it 375. Call it 893. So it made money.
Yeah, it's a modest success. It's definitely a modest success.
Which is all it was intended to be. I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People saw it. So, what's some of you guys' favorite scenes in this movie?
Well, I mean, any of the Dr. Detroit scenes, of course.
Yeah, especially the first one. The thing I really love about this movie is there's no great attempt at fouling up the rhythm of it with too much exposition. It's like, we're just going to go there. You're going to come with us. So his transformation into Dr. Detroit is like, what, boom. And there he is, it's like, I can't do that. Okay, I'll do it, and it works because of the type of movie it is, because of the tone of it. And everything else. So when he shows up, the first time I saw this movie, I was absolutely thrilled to seeing Dr. Detroit the first time, just because it was Dan Aykroyd, just all of a sudden becoming this schizophrenic guy. It's like he literally transforms himself in and out of the character, almost as a sociopathy or a psychopathy or something. By the time he's done,
it's also a movie that knows it's a movie. It's a comedy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not like okay, we're going to pretend to be a drama, but we're going to throw in the jokes. Like
right. Yeah.
It's got that rhythm.
Yeah, it's not Sybil with yucks in it or something like that.
There's another aspect of this movie I really, really, really love, and it's probably something I love even more than the comedy. And that is, it's very sincere, very heartfelt take on heroism and on chivalry. And Aykroyd gives really very beautiful monologues.
Mm-hmm.
And I like those. I like those a lot. And in fact, I wound up quoting them, I think maybe twice in the daybook. I don't even know if I called it, if I referred to the movie Dr. Detroit. I think I just said, according to Professor Clifford Skridlow.
Yeah.
And then I quoted him. And Wallace, God bless him, this is one of the things I love about Wallace forever.
Yeah.
Is that he picked up on it.
Yeah.
He was really happy. He was really happy that I had that. But his his talk about his doctor
right
within.
It's nice. It's nice in a scene that's absurd. Other than that, it's this absurd party crasher scene that instigates all of this. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I also this is a human movie in a lot of ways too. I mean, the hookers are all decent women who happen to be prostitutes.
They're great people.
Yes. And
Dan Aykroyd sort of marries two of them.
Yeah.
He marries
Fran Drescher in the film, and Donna Dixon after the film.
That's right, and they're still married.
Yep.
Yeah. I do wish we would have got the follow up to this movie. It'd have been good.
Right.
The Wrath
And
from Love.
what the last time we had a critique of Andrew Duggan's performance would have been what was one of the Flint movies, right? Where he plays the president and the guy who impersonates the president.
Yes, the actor.
Yes. And Andrew Duggan is quite interesting in this film. He's also very, very cool and very about everything. Things happen to him, and he doesn't get PO'd about any of it.
There's a line of his that still sticks with me to this day. He says, "Well, it's in the past," and Firth goes, "It's forgotten and forgiven." And he just says, "It's in the past."
It's in the past. It's perfect. Totally deadpan. He's a lot of fun in this movie too. He sort of prefigures the birdcage, the senator in the birdcage, who kind of goes with the flow, just kind of goes with the flow, and all this stuff is happening. So that's also kind of fun.
One of my favorite scenes in this, other than the junkyard, is the fact of how the pimp comes up with Dr. Detroit, and how Dan Aykroyd has to now play this character.
Yes,
and he pulls it off too. The metal hand is one of my favorite.
Best part.
Yeah,
it is my favorite gimmick.
Where does he get his inspiration? He goes to the theater department of the college. So,
and in the scene where he's making his public debut, one guy goes, "Give me 5." He says, "I'll give you 20 and keep the change."
Yeah.
I like that. He's a semi-evil chiropractor.
Yeah, he is, but he's also this alternative personality gives him all the cool he needs.
That's right.
Gives him all the cool he needs.
Well, and it's a good movie about the power of role play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First time watching this, I give this movie a solid 10. It was fun.
It does what it's supposed to do.
I give it a 10 as a drive-in movie and a 9 as a sort of low-budget comedy. If it's genre, it's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, it's if you're bored on a Saturday afternoon, it's worth watching.
Oh, absolutely. It'll carry you. It just goes.
Yeah.
It's got good pacing, a lot of fun.
Wow. Is there anything you guys want to add before we go about this movie?
This is a springboard for the rest of Dan Aykroyd's very successful 80s career. It really is. Obviously the Blues Brothers was very popular and so on, but that was also attached to
spectacle.
To Belushi, very much attached to Belushi, and then Neighbors was the movie that woulda, shoulda, coulda, kind of.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah, but it didn't really take off as much because people weren't used to seeing Belushi that way,
And it's got a weird Dark Shadows connection.
Yeah,
very vague.
Yeah.
Well, it was based on a novel by Thomas Berger, who wrote Little Big Man, which had makeup appliances from
by Dick Smith.
By Dick Smith.
Yeah.
The eyelids, I think, turned upside down or something.
Yes, he made the eyelids separate from the rest of the. Well, that was the whole thing with that mask, is it was separate pieces.
Very modular,
and they were all custom made to the face of the person that was wearing them. So yeah,
great movie.
Yeah, it's nice. Is there anything you guys want to do tomorrow?
I can do an episode of Dark Shadows, maybe.
Let's do an episode of Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys could pick.
What about 364?
364?
Is that the Sarah episode? The episode where Sarah shows up and deals with Barnabas?
Oh, that's got to be close.
It's either
let me check.
365, but I think 365 is the time travel episode.
Right. Yes.
So I think it's 364.
Tell you momentarily.
If not, I do have an alternative number.
Yeah, that's the one.
It is the one. Yeah, it is.
Gordon,
Okay.
what are you going to suggest?
I was going to suggest 345.
Which one is that? Is that the costume party?
No, that is the Vicky learns about the death of Burke, and Barnabas tells her about his relationship with Josette.
Let's do that one. Let's
Nah.
do
345.
Yeah.
Plus,
That's
it is it is a special request from someone on Blue Sky. So
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
345 it is. They're both pivotal episodes, so
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
equal.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for episode 345 of Dark Shadows. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Daybook Abound is going to be in the description box. If you have not picked it up already, what the hell are you waiting for? It's really a great book. That's right. Christmas is fucking coming. So buy that for somebody or for yourself. The link to Alan Gallant's YouTube channel, Colin Sport After Dark, will be in the description box. A link to Gordon Dymowski's Amazon page and website will be in the description box. You guys have a good night. Stay safe.
Take care.
good night, all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.